Welcome back. We have a question in front of us here that reads, the sum of the first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression is 750. If the seventh term is 8 times the first term, find the common difference, the first term, the number of terms of the AP if the last term is 236. Solution. Let's try to get the information that is given to us. It says the sum of the first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression is 750. So that is sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 750. And the other information that is given is the seventh term is 8 times the first term. Okay? The seventh term, T7, is 8 times the first term. The first term can be A if you want, or you can just say T1. All right? So that is simply 8A. All right. With these two information, let's see what we can get. We are given the sum of the first 10 terms. The sum of the first 10 terms. The general formula is S sub n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to, the n is 10 over 2 into 2 times a plus n is 10 minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 10 over 2 is 5 into 2 times a is 2a plus 10 minus 1 is 9, then that is 9d. Okay, so the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 5 times 2a is 10a plus 5 times 9d is 45d. Okay, but what is the sum of the first 10 terms? It is 750. So 750 is equal to 10a plus 45d. In other words, you can say 10a plus 45d is equal to 750. If you want, you can break this down by, let's say, factorizing a number that can go into all of these. Let's say 5. Okay? If we factorize 5 out, that will be 5 into 5 times what will give you 10. So that is going to be 2. So 5 into 2a plus 5 times what will give you 45. That is 9. So 9d is equal to 5 times what will give you 750. That is just the same as 750 divided by 5. That is 150. Okay, that will be 5 into 150. All right. So with that, you can say 5 cancel 5 here. So the simplified form of this will be 2a plus 9d is equal to 150. You can call this equation 1. Then we move on to the next information. It says the seventh term is 8 times the first term. Okay, the seventh term it says T7 is 8 times the first term. Okay, that is the first term times 8 will give you the seventh term. But what do we know about the seventh term? Using t sub n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times the difference. The seventh term, t7, will be a plus 7 minus 1 times the difference, because n is 7, so that is why we have the 7 here. So therefore the seventh term is equal to a plus 6d. So which means that a plus 6d is equal to 8a, right? Because the seventh term, that is t7, is equal to 8a. So we can say 6d is equal to 8a minus a. So 6d is equal to 7a. Okay? So let's try to call this equation 2. Now let's analyze equation 1 and equation 2 and see what we can do with these two equations to get a and d. Now, going by the question, if I want to find the common difference, let's say first let me try to make a the subject of the formula. Okay? So from equation 2, if I want to find a, using equation 2, which is 6d is equal to 7a, if I want to find a, I will divide both sides by 7. Okay? So it means a is equal to 6d all over 7. Now, let me answer question 1, which asks us to find the common difference. Question 1 asks us to find common difference, and the equation for the first equation that we have is 2a plus 9d equals to 150. Using equation 1, which is 2a plus 9d is equal to 150. So that is going to be 2 into a is 6d all over 7, then plus 9d. This is equal to 150. So 2 times 6 is 12, so that will be 12d all over 7 plus 9d is equal to 150. So if I want to make this equation more linear, I can just multiply everything by 7. And in doing that, that will be 7 into 12d over 7 plus 9d is equal to 150. So that is 7 times 12d over 7 plus 7 times 9d is equal to 7 times 150. So this will cancel this. What do we have? We'll have 12d plus 7 times 9 is 63d. This is equal to 7 times 150 is 1050. So 12d plus 63d is 75d. This is equal to 1050. To find d, you divide both sides by 75. So d is equal to 1050 divided by 75 is 14. So the common difference here is 14. Now moving on to the second question, which is the first term. But we have developed an equation for the first term, which is a is equal to 6d over 7. Question 2, the first term. Okay, so using A is equal to 6D over 7. So A will be 6 times D is 14 over 7. Then 7 goes once into 14 is 2 times. So you'll have A is equal to 6 times 2. And therefore A is equal to 12. All right. So moving on to the third question, it asks us to find the number of terms of the AP if the last term is 236. So we want to find the number of terms if the last term is 236. The number of terms. That is n. We are given that the last term is 236. Okay, so using T sub n is equal to A plus n minus 1 times the difference. The last term can also be A plus n minus 1 times the difference. The last term is giving us 236. This is equal to A is 12 plus n minus 1 times the difference is 14, right? Yeah, times 14. So that will be 236 is equal to 12 plus n times 14 is 14n minus 1 times 14 is 14. So we'll have 236 is equal to 12 minus 14 plus 14n. So that will be 236 is equal to 12 minus 14 is minus 2 plus 14n. So if we continue here, we'll have 236 plus 2 is equal to 14n, and 236 plus 2 is 238 is equal to 14n. To find n, we divide both sides by 14. So therefore, n is equal to 238 divided by 14, which is 17. So there are 17 terms of this sequence. Another question here that reads, the sum of the first 3 terms of an arithmetic progression is 15, and their product is 80 times the first term. Find the terms. Solution. It says the sum of the first 3 terms of an arithmetic progression is 15. So the sum of the first 3 terms is equal to 15. So which means also if you say T1 plus T2 plus T3 is equal to 15. And it says their product is 80 times the first term. So that is T1 times T2 times T3, that is the product, right? Is 80 times the first term. Okay, 80 times the first term is 80 times T1. So this is actually what it is saying. The sum of the first 3 terms is 15. If you want, you can express it this way. T1, T2, T3. These are the first 3 terms. If you add them, it's 15. And the other information given is if you multiply the terms, that is T1 times T2 times T3, is 80 times the first term. All right. So what can we do with this? Okay, first let me start with some of the terms. Sum of the terms. It is my choice. If I want, I can use this. S sub n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first three terms will be s sub 3 is equal to n will be 3 over 2 into 2a plus n will be 3 minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first three terms will be 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So that will be 1.5 into 2a plus 3 minus 1 is 2. So that will be 2d. So s sub 3 is equal to 1.5 times 2 is 3. So that will be 3a plus 1.5 times 2d is 3d. So what is the sum of the first three terms? Is 15. So that is 15 is equal to 3a plus 3d, or you can write it this way: 3a plus 3d is equal to 15. If you want, you can factorize 3 out. Okay, so that will be 3 into a plus d is equal to 3 into 5, because 3 times 5 will give you 15. So this will cancel this, so which means a plus d is equal to 5. Let's call this equation 1. That is, the first term plus the common difference is equal to 5. Now we have dealt with the expression for the sum of the terms. Now let's go to the product. It says the product, that is T1 times T2 times T3, is 80 times T1. Let's write that. The product of the first three terms, that is T1 times T2 times T3, is equal to 80 times the first term, 80 T1. So T1 is just A. Okay, that should be multiplied by what is T2. T2, if you use this term formula, T sub n is equal to A plus n minus 1 times the common difference, T2 will be A plus 2 minus 1 times the difference. So T2 will be A plus 2 minus 1 is 1, so that 1 times D is D. So it means the second term will be A plus D. Okay, that is multiplied by T3. Again, using the same formula, T sub n is equal to A plus n minus 1 times the difference. That is, the third term will be A plus 3 minus 1 times the difference. The third term will be A plus 2D. Right? So that is A plus 2D. I hope you get that. So this is equal to 80 times T1. So T1 is the same as A, so I'll just represent it with A. That is, we'll have A into A plus D into A plus 2D is equal to 80A. Okay? So, but if you look at here, A plus D is just 5. So instead, I can just say A into 5 into A plus 2D is equal to 80A. Is that so? Yeah. First, let me just try to divide both sides by 5 and see what I'm going to have. This 5 will cancel this 5. So that will be A into A plus 2D is equal to 80 divided by 5 is 16. So that will be 16A. Now, then let me just divide both sides by A. Okay. let me divide both sides by a. So this will cancel this, and this will cancel this. So which means a plus 2d is equal to 16. All right. So this can be called equation 2. Now, where is equation 1? A plus d is equal to 5. And equation 2, a plus 2d is equal to 16. All right, so from equation 1, which is a plus d is equal to 5, we can say a is equal to 5 minus d. So we can say substitute a is equal to 5 minus d of equation 1 into equation 2. Equation 2 is a plus 2d is equal to 16. So, but what is a of equation 1? It is 5 minus d. So that will be plus 2d is equal to 16. So that is 5 minus d plus 2d is equal to 16. 5 minus d plus 2d is just plus d. This is equal to 16. So d is equal to 16 minus 5. And therefore d is equal to 11. So the common difference is 11. So if I know the common difference, what I try to do, I'm going to use a equals to 5 minus d to find a. Okay? Using a is equal to 5 minus d, a will be equal to 5 minus 11, and 5 minus 11 is minus 6. So a is minus 6, d is 11. So with this, I can be able to find my first three terms. Okay? So the first term, we know that is equal to a. So therefore, the first term, t1, is equal to minus 6. The second term, that is t2, how do we find it? How do we find the second term? We will use t sub n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times the difference. So that will be a is minus 6 plus n here will be 2 because we are finding the second term, minus 1 times the difference is 11. So that will be minus 6 plus 1 times 11. Okay, because 2 minus 1 is 1. That will be minus 6 plus 11. Minus 6 plus 11 is 5. So the second term is 5. The third term, what is the third term? T3. Again, using t sub n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times the difference. So the third term, t3, will be a. What is the first term? Is minus 6 plus, that will be 3 minus 1 times the difference. The difference is 11. So that will be minus 6 plus 3 minus 1 is 2. That will be multiplied by 11. So that will be minus 6 plus 2 times 11 is 22. So minus 6 plus 22 is 16. Okay? Now let's try to see if our answers are right. The first term, the second term, and the third term. The first term is minus 6. The second term is 5. And the third term is 16. So if we add them, that will be the sum, right? The sum is equal to t1 plus t2 plus t3. What will that give us? Minus 6 plus 5 plus 16, that will be a positive 15. So that is correct. The sum, because the question says the sum of the first three terms of an AP is 15. So it's correct. The sum of the first three terms is 15. But what of the product? That is, if you multiply T1 times T2 times T3, it says that is 80 times T1, that is 80 times the first term. So let's see whether that is correct. That is minus 6 times 5 times 16. Is it equal to 80 times the first term is minus 6? Okay, so minus 6 times 5 times 16 is minus 480. Is that equal to 80 times minus 6? That is minus 480 as well. So the product is minus 480. So minus 480, if you divide by minus 6, you are supposed to have 80. So it means the product of the first three terms is 80 times the first term. Okay, and this answer is correct. So we have been able to confirm it. Moving on to our final question on arithmetic progression. It says the eighth term of an arithmetic progression is 97 and the sum of the first 8 terms is 524. Find the first term to the sum of the first 15 terms. Solution. It says the 8th term is 97 and the sum of the first 8 terms is 524. So for the 8th term, we know that T sub n is equal to A plus n minus 1 times the difference. So the 8th term will be T8 is equal to A plus 8 minus 1 times the difference. The 8th term will be A plus 7D. Okay? And what is this 8th term? It is 97. So 97 is equal to A plus 7D. We can also say that A plus 7D is equal to 97, and this can serve as our first equation, equation 1. And the other statement is the sum of the first 8 terms is 524. Okay, the sum of the first 8 terms that is S sub n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first 8 terms will be 8 over 2, okay, into 2a plus n will be 8 minus 1 times the difference. So the sum of the first 8 terms is equal to 8 over 2 is 4 into 2a plus 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 times d will be 7d. So what is the sum of the first 8 terms? Is 524. So 524 is equal to 4 into 2a plus 7d. We can simplify this by dividing both sides by 4. Okay, and when we do that, this cancels this. 524 divided by 4 is 131. So it means 131 is equal to 2a plus 7d. That is to say, 2a plus 7d is equal to 131. We can call this equation 2. Now, if I want to find the first term, let me try to make the common difference the subject of the formula for the first equation first, then I substitute that in the second equation. So equation 1, a plus 7d equals to 97, right? From equation 1, a plus 7d is equal to 97. Did we get that right? A plus 7d equals to 97. Yes. So if I want to make d the subject of the formula, I can say 7d is equal to 97 minus a. So then to make d the subject of the formula, I will divide both sides by 7. This will cancel this, so it means d is equal to 97 minus a all over 7. Then I can substitute that in equation 2. Okay? Substitute d is equal to 97 minus a over 7 of equation 1 into equation 2. So what is equation 2 is 2a plus 7d is equal to 131. So let's try to substitute that. That will be 2a plus 7 into what is d? 97 minus a all over 7. This is equal to 131. So as you can see, the 7 here can cancel this 7. So we will have 2a plus 97 minus a is equal to 131. So that will be 2a minus a is a plus 97 is equal to 131. So a is equal to 131 minus 97. So a is equal to 34. Okay? So that is the answer. How do we find the common difference in order to be able to calculate the second question, which is the sum of the first 15 terms? Okay, so let's try to use this d equals 97 minus a over 7 to find the common difference. Okay, so using d is equal to 97 minus a all over 7, d will be 97 minus a is 34 all over 7. So d will be 97 minus 34 is 63 all over 7. So d will be 63 divided by 7 is 9. So that's the common difference, is 9. So now we can answer the final question, which is the sum of the first 15 terms using s sub n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times the difference. The sum of the first 15 terms, that is s sub 15, is equal to n will be 15 over 2 into 2 times a is calculated as 34 plus n will be 15 minus 1 times the difference is 9. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 into 2 times 34 is 68 plus 15 minus 1 is 14. That will be multiplied by 9. So we're going to have 7.5 into 68 plus 14 times 9 is 126. So that will be 7.5 into 68 plus 126 is 194. So 7.5 times 194 is 1455. Okay, and that answers the question. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video.